Hello and welcome to the ATL Transport Operator Sunrise product run-through. We're going to jump straight into this one for you today. So the first page that you're going to come to after you select through your Sunrise system is the insured's information. So just be sure to fill all this out here. Quick note on the quote, you will notice there are a few of these hover banners located throughout the quote over certain questions. If you're not sure what some of them mean or would like some more clarification, just keep an eye out for these. They are quite helpful. All right, so moving on, we're going to go to the next section, which is going to be all of the policy information, risk details. So firstly, what you want to do here is select your email address and put yours in there as the broker, and then come down here to the address, so the home address or depot address. So what we're going to do is put in this address here and just make sure that it pops up. Yep, it does. So we have a rapid addressing system built into this, so you just want to make sure you've got the right one down here and tick it if it all matches what you're needing. If you can't find it, just select the can't find address option down here and you can enter it manually. All right, coming down from there, we're going to say that this particular client's been operating for 3 years and the radius from base we're going to say is 600 kilometers. All right, this guy's going to be carting, say, wholesale goods for the purposes of the quote, and there's no additional freight tasks. They're just doing the wholesale goods. All right, so moving on, we're going to add the prime mover today and a trailer. So we're going to do two items. Firstly, to add the vehicle, you just come down and select the Add Vehicle tab. Just tick on that here. And as mentioned, it's a prime mover, so select prime mover from the list, and it will give you a few more options down here. So we want to do comprehensive. You do have the option of third-party property. Please note, though, however, the laid-up cover is available mid-term. It's not available on new business. All right, so as said, we're in Queensland, so we'll chuck a registration number in for our prime mover. Okay, and there we go. So all you need to do is put the rego in and hit tab, and if it recognises it through the MotorWeb system, which is built in, it will give you the information here. All you need to do is double click, and it will pre-fill the model and the VIN and the rest of it out from the registration number. All you need to do is put the sum insured in. You do also have the option of noting non-standard accessories down this bottom question here, things like window tinting and that sort of stuff. It's a free text field, so just type it in and put the sum insured next to it. Okay, moving on, we're going to add the trailer. So again, rinse and repeat the same process, except this time we're going to select trailer, comprehensive in Queensland. And again, we're just going to chuck our registration number in. And there it is. It pops up straight away. So again, double click, pre-fills the information. You'll notice with the trailer, it does ask you what type of trailer it is. For this particular one, we're going to select flat top. And then we're just going to chuck in a sum insured. Excellent. Okay, and we'll say no accessories again for this one. All right, and that's it. That's as simple as how to do it. If you do want to edit any of the entries you've put in, click on the particular one and you can hit Edit Vehicle. Alternatively, you can double-click on the actual vehicle or trailer itself and it will also open up the same field. Same to remove the vehicles, click on which one you want and hit Remove. Okay, now in this instance, it's one prime mover and one trailer, so we're going to say no to this option. However, if you do have a combination, you can select yes and hit one of these two options down below. Moving on to the claims history question, we're going to say yes, they've had one claim here. All you need to do is hit the Add Prior Claims tab. Say they had a claim in 2019. It was for the truck and trailer, and it was an accident. And did it exceed 50K? We're going to say no. Now, you can add more. You just go Add Prior Claims, rinse and repeat the same process. All right, so moving down from here, we're just going to gather a few other bits of information on the current risk itself, current insurer details, and then we move straight onto the policy options section. So the first one you're going to be presented with is the downtime option. So for this, we'll say we do want 4 weeks as our indemnity period. We're going to say $1,000 is a great amount for the weekly benefit, so we'll leave it at that. Obviously, you do have more options to select here if you wish. And then a couple of additional questions, again, with those hover fields available if you do need to find out or get more clarification on what they mean. So we'll say no to this one here, and we'll say no to any other powered goods carrying vehicles. Okay, moving on down to the goods in transit question here. We're going to say we do want some goods in transit, so we'll say we want full AD cover, and we're going to select our limit of 250. The other option is 500K, and we're going to leave the business liability at 20 million. You have the other options here if you do want to reduce that option or remove it completely. Okay, a few questions regarding the liability. We're going to say no to operating a depot and no more fees than 50K to subbies. and then onto the general disclosure. So you'll be very familiar with a lot of these questions here. We're going to say that all the vehicles are yes in roadworthy condition. Have any of the driver's license suspensions? No. Now this field here will change depending on what radius, total sum insured, freight type, and those sort of things you put in. But in this particular instance, we're going to say yes, he's been driving in the nominated class for more than a year. More questions down here about physical health and that sort of stuff, hideout vehicles, any groundwork or any work airside. Cool. And then finally, some disclosure around criminal offences, bankruptcy, all that sort of stuff, some legal things, insurance declined and claims refused, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so now we've gone through and we've filled out all of it here. You can scroll up and down the quote and change anything as you need, or you can tick these options here individually to go to each section. Okay, so we're happy with what we've added in. What we're going to do now is go and have a look at the premium. Before we do that, we're just going to quickly hit save down here just to make sure we don't lose any of our progress, and then hit validate. So the importance of hitting validate is it will tell you up the top here if there's anything that's going to refer. It will then give you a reason what you might need to relook at a section, or it might need to be looked at by your development underwriter in the office. Okay, so once we've done that, everything looks good. We're good to go. We'll click on premium. And as you can see here, we have a breakdown per individual section of base premium, all the different charges, net premium, gross premium, and your comms and all that sort of stuff. So you can see down here, we've got our motor, downtime, transit, and liability. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching the run through.